Good morning. This is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated Journato morning headlines on August 9, 2022. North Korea offers Russia 100,000 volunteers to fight Ukraine, says state TV. Weather tracker: no relief as heatwaves continue in parts of Europe and China. Ukraine: head of occupied Zaporizhzhia plans referendum on joining Russia. Greek PM denies knowing about tapping of opponent's phone. The Guardian: Greek Prime Minister unaware opposition politician's phone was bugged. Financial Times: pressure builds on Greek PM Mitsotakis, despite vow to clean up spy agency. Politico Europe: PM denies knowing of Greek Watergate phone tapping. The Times: Greek PM under pressure over tapping of opponent's phone. Ukraine says it has foiled Russian plot to kill defense minister and military chief. The Guardian: Ukraine says it caught 2 spies who helped destroy infrastructure in Mykolaiv. Reuters: Ukraine says it caught hitmen on Russian mission to kill top officials. Polar bear attacks tourist on Norwegian island of Svalbard. Sky News: polar bear killed after injuring woman at Svalbard campsite. The Guardian: polar bear killed after attacking French tourist on Norway's Svalbard Islands. The Independent: woman injured by polar bear on Norway's Svalbard Islands. Blinken Africa trip: the world should not dictate to the continent. Nurse charged with 6 counts of murder after fatal car crash in Los Angeles. The Independent: ICU nurse, 37, is charged with 6 counts of murder after fiery 100 miles per hour LA crash. Daily Mail: Los Angeles, nurse who killed pregnant mum and 5 others charged. Metro.co.uk: what did Nicole Linton do? Woman charged in fiery Los Angeles crash that left 5 dead. Albuquerque: police investigating killings of 4 Muslim men identify car believed to have been used in all of them. Sky News: is a serial killer murdering Muslim men in New Mexico? Everything we know about the spree. The Independent: vehicle of interest revealed in Muslim men killings. EU team submit final text at talks to salvage 2015 Iran nuclear deal. The Guardian: EU mediators submit final text in effort to revive Iran nuclear deal. Financial Times: talks to revive Iran nuclear deal end, produce final text. The Independent: Iran says it has given preliminary response to EU's nuclear text, IRNA. Reuters.com: final text to revive Iran nuclear deal is ready, says EU's Josep Borrell. Russian casualties in Ukraine top 80,000, says US. Trump complained his generals were not totally loyal, like Hitler's book reveals. The Independent: Donald Trump asked his generals to be more like Hitler's. The Telegraph: Trump didn't want wounded soldiers in military parade spectacle, doesn't look good for me. The Independent: new book details conflicts between Trump and his generals. British pensioner and her dog found dead at home in St Lucia. The Guardian: Brit woman found in pool of blood under bed beside dead dog. Birmingham Live: Britain found dead, tied up and gagged in St Lucia. The Times: British pensioner and her dog found murdered in St Lucia. The Telegraph: Brit woman, 75, found in pool of blood under bed beside dead dog. Russia halts US inspections of nuclear arsenal under New START treaty. BBC: Russia suspends US inspections of its nuclear weapons arsenal. The Guardian: Russia suspends START arms inspections over US travel curbs. Reuters.com: Russia temporarily halts US inspections under New START treaty. Could China-Taiwan conflict escalate to a full-blown military crisis? The Independent: Taiwan and China, why might Beijing invade and how do their militaries compare? The Telegraph: China's extended military drills raise fears of Taiwan conflict. ITV News: dangerous fatalism about a US-China war. Financial Times: the cost imposition on Taiwan over the Nancy Pelosi visit has only begun. Cuba: third oil tank ignites as firefighters struggle to extinguish blaze. The Guardian: fire at Cuba oil facility spreads as third tank ignites. The Independent: firefighters battle inferno at Cuban oil facility. Financial Times: pictured, lightning strikes fuel depot in Cuba leaving 17 firefighters missing. The Telegraph: firefighters battle blaze at oil storage site for second day. Google outage, tech giant apologizes after software update causes search engine to go down. The Guardian, Google down for thousands of users in mass outage as explosion reported at data center. The Mirror, Google down for thousands of US users, down detector data suggests. The Independent, Google outage reported by thousands of users around the world. CNBC, Google users face disruptions, Twitter overwhelmed, should we be worried? Ahmaud Arbery killers sentenced to life in prison for federal hate crimes. The Independent, father and son jailed for life for hate crime over murder of black jogger Ahmaud Arbery. Sky News, man who chased Ahmaud Arbery and son who shot the jogger dead each handed second life sentence. ITV News, men face sentencing for hate crimes in Ahmaud Arbery's death. Trump says FBI agents raided his Mar-a-Lago Florida home. BBC, Donald Trump, FBI searches former president's Mar-a-Lago estate. Sky News, Trump's Mar-a-Lago home searched by FBI, former president says. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.